What's the deal? What's the deal, y'all? This y'all boy, Battle Rap Chuck 92. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. So, I was thinking over this weekend, something that I actually just like wanted to do. I want to give my opinion on, you know what I'm saying, these cats that, you know, that lost at nome. I know, regardless of whatever I say, I know some of you guys got, you know, the other person winning. But I'm just clearly going off as far as like who I felt lost at nome. Okay? And I hope that you guys actually had a good weekend as well too. I hope you guys enjoyed your guys' weekend. But let's start off with None. Because None lost to Danny Myers. I think with None, I just feel like your delivery is good, but you might have to punch a little harder. Sometimes don't too much worry about the rebuttals. I do know in this battle rap game, a lot of people prefer certain bars to hit, and they just prefer you to rebuttal as far as like what somebody said. But then when you go in to get somebody like a Danny Myers or people like that, I would just say just try to stick to your material. Don't let the fans get to you. Okay. Now you made it to nome. Okay. So my whole thing is don't let these fans get to you. None. That's how I really feel about None. I do feel that for some apparent reason, I don't feel the people is not going to let None be a star. And sometimes when I see None rapping, I feel like they don't like look at him as a star. Like, to be real with you, I have like Old Red like in my top 5, right? But I'd be crazy if I sit here and say, you know, he's a star on that stage. I'd be crazy, you know what I'm saying? Like if I say something like that. Because I remember the last time Old Red had like rock the stage. I mean, unless you want to talk about B Magic, you know what I mean? So I just feel like right now they just don't look at Old Red as a star. Does he have a possibility to kind of go back to that? Yeah. I kind of feel like None, he might have the possibility, you know what I'm saying, to be a star. But like I said, when you go on that stage, you gotta have that crowd control. You might want to punch harder and just try not to count on them rebuttals all the time. So salute to None. K-Shine versus Real Sick. Now, Real Sick lost. So my advice to Real Sick is, I did know, you know what I'm saying, you had mic issues, which was like kind of like fucked up. It was, I'm saying, that was fucked up. You know what I'm saying? The fact that you did have like mic issues, that's kind of like really like fucked up. You know what I mean? I feel like you're fine. I don't feel like I really feel like Real Sick has peaked at his level. I don't feel like Real Sick could go any higher. You guys are just gonna have to know that Real Sick, he doesn't really promote like that. Could he do better with that? Yeah. But he's not really a promoter like that. He just want to just go up in that ring and he just want to just battle. That's how I look at like Real Sick. I also just feel like at the end of the day, man, you might have to just like focus, I would just say, on doing what you do best and just stop trying to go out your element and try to do certain things that you probably know that you can't do. But I will say, like, your 7-Eleven bar was, that 7-Eleven joke was funny. Like the, you know, like the bomb threat, like that was funny. You know, like the little Indian joke, you know what I'm saying, like that you was approach and smack with, that was hilarious. I just feel like at the end of the day, just don't like let certain things, you know what I'm saying, like frustrate you. Don't like let like certain things get to you like that. You know what I mean? But I definitely feel like Real Sick did good, bro. You know what I'm saying? I definitely feel like the next person that Real Sick goes against, as long as he has time, he will give that person a hard time, regardless whoever it is. He's willing to give anybody a hard time. Real Sick is willing to give anybody a hard time, and I don't care what nobody say. Now, as far as just like your next opponent, I would like to see you and Tink. I would like to see you and JC. I would like to see Real Sick against a couple of people. And another thing too, I just feel like most of the, and this is to all the new battle rappers, man, I would just say just stop taking things, just stop taking certain battles, you know what I'm saying, 2 days before, and 2 days before an event comes. You know what I'm saying? So like that's how I feel about that whole thing. You know what I mean? Now, Geechee versus Hollow. Going back to that battle, Geechee did lose. He did. But I definitely feel like the first round could be very, very debatable because I feel like both of their rounds was light. I felt like Hollow rounds was light. I felt like Geechee rounds was light. I definitely felt that way. But what I will say about Geechee is, you know, since you lost this battle, I'm not even gonna lie to you, dog. It does kind of slow down, you know what I'm saying, the steam as far as like what you got going on right now. And I definitely feel like you were trying to like do something like a little different, but to a lot of the fans, they don't feel like you did anything different, only because of the simple fact that they probably feel like you battling too much. So they just very, very quick to just say, oh, this is the same Geechee. This is the same Geechee that did this. This is the same Geechee that did that. And to be honest with you, we got a taste of that old Geechee in that third round. You know what I'm saying? His third round was phenomenal. But even though like I'm like from like the West Coast, I will say, even though Geechee Gotti third round was phenomenal, Geechee Gotti was kind of like talking to the fans as far as like, yeah, it's like this, and like let me tell y'all about this, and like let me tell y'all about this. And a lot of that wasn't really like directed to Hollow. So you could kind of in a way say that Hollow kind of won that round too. You know what I'm saying? So don't even think I'm crazy, but if y'all do, oh the hell well. If y'all want to think that, that's fine. But the first round was their lightest round. Second round, Hollow got clear. And I told my boy straight up, you know what I'm saying? Because he was going for Geechee, but I told him straight up, like, you know, talking about the LOM, like that it's not his, and him robbing, you know what I'm saying, people, and him taking their money. Nobody is not going to want to hear that no more. Math Hoffa did it at the highest. So it's not going to really do anything like that. People are going to have to come at Hollow different. And I think that's where Geechee Gotti made that mistake. So I will say to Geechee Gotti, I would just say relax for a little while. You know what I'm saying? Of course, you know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You're a grown man, you know what I'm saying? You can do whatever the hell you want to do. But salute to Geechee, you know what I'm saying? Because you definitely put down for the West Coast. You put down on the West Coast like a motherfucker. So I can't take that away from you, for real. I can't not take that away from you. But I would just say just sit back, and your main focus, man, should just be Hitman Holla or Easy to Block Captain. And I do feel like, you know what I'm saying, like when you get Easy to Block Captain, you know what I'm saying, like at Summer Madness, or like a Hitman Holla at Summer Madness, they still might try to treat you the same way. But we'll see. Because the thing is, if you're not going to sit down for Summer Madness, then you going to have to come with it at Summer Madness. And you going to have to like try to make them fans love you again, because they're going to easily try to pick Easy to Block Captain, and they're easily going to try to pick Hitman Holla beating you after the battle was over. Even if they come on 8 and not 10. So that's my advice to Geechee Gotti. T-Top versus Tay-Rod. Now this is the thing with like T-Top. I told y'all about that T-Top shit. I told y'all. That's the battle where I'm like, boy, Man, like, hey, I'm not gonna even lie to y'all. Like, I love when I be right about shit. I'm not even gonna hold you. Do y'all like when y'all be right? Do y'all like when y'all be right about shit? I love when I'm right about shit. I love when I'm right about stuff like that. I love it. I love when I'm right about shit. I told y'all, I said T-Top is really, really feeling this Angle King stuff, even though I don't look at him as the Angle King. He's going to talk about Tay-Rock girl caution. He's going to talk about the training angles and this and that. And nobody is going to want to hear that. And the fact that I knew that nobody wasn't going to want to hear that, at the end of the day, you're going to have to rap with Tay-Rock. And T-Top ain't no damn better rapper than Tay-Rock. Another thing with T-Top, I just feel like T-Top might have to come to the situations to where he might have to explore. You know, I think people would love to see T-Top on RBE. I think people would love to see T-Top on places like a GTX. I think people would love to see T-Top at places like the Riot or whatever the case might be. I just feel like he has to explore, because every time when these cards come, you know, they like, oh, T-Top on the card, oh, okay, because they're just expecting you to be on most of these big damn cards. You know what I mean? And then you kind of lost me when you said that you were over Tay-Rock. I don't look at T-Top as far as being over Tay-Rock, because T-Top still has like work to do at the end of the day. T-Top haven't won against Calico yet. You know what I mean? T-Top haven't won against Mook yet. T-Top ain't won against Lux yet. You know what I mean? So it's just certain people that you haven't won against yet. Your resume is not better than Tay-Rock's resume. It's just not. You know what I'm saying? Like, your resume is not better than his. So I just feel like at the end of the day, you also might have to just start really, really trying to rap more and just try to focus on more of the bars more too. Because when you look at these people like the JC and Daylights and people like that, they looking at these damn people as gods. And if B-Dot was still here right now, that like, I mean, he's still here, but you know what I'm saying, he haven't been around for a while. But if B-Dot was still up in the mix, they'd be looking at him as a damn god too, because they really, really like this rapping shit. It's crazy, because I was like looking on like a YouTube page or whatever. They said, what do y'all prefer, angles or punchlines? Dog, that shit was like 92 to 8. And I like angles, but at the end of the day, I don't like angles like that. I just don't feel. If I don't feel an angle, I don't feel it. But if that angle hits, it hits harder than punches. That's why Calico line is better than any other people's slogan. There's a difference between metaphors and real rap. I love that, because that's dope to me. I would just prefer real rap over punchlines. So at the end of the day, T-Top, you know what I'm saying, you might just got to do like a little more, dog. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's all what it is. People was expecting your rounds to just be predictable. So that's how I like look at T-Top, man. I would just say rap better, you know what I'm saying, go like on these other leagues, you know what I'm saying, like, and explore. And when you give them like the drug talk, sometimes you go back to doing it, then you try to talk about, you know what I'm saying, you with hate makers and stuff like that. And so then kind of when you go back and forth, people not really feeling it. And don't nobody know these people personally, as far as like for somebody to like say that you have fake angles. But sometimes I just feel like it just sounds like certain angles is just forced. If I feel that way, I feel that way. So that's how I feel about T-Top, because he the one that lost bad out of all of them. He lost very, very badly. Goods. If you guys got Goods winning, I understand, but I'm just here to like let y'all know Goods didn't get bodied, but he definitely lost to me. Goods' first round was very, very, very light. It was very light. And Easy the Black Captain, his first 2-3 bars, he kind of got Goods up out of there. And then he started being solid his whole first round, and it just wiped Goods up out of there. The second round, Goods did, you know what I'm saying, get it in. You feel me? He did, but I would just say at the end of the day, Easy the Black Captain, he probably got round 1 and round 2, and then Goods probably got round 3. But my advice to Goods, man, yeah, we all know You know, when it gets to the stars, you guys could battle whoever you guys want, because Goods is a star. You guys could battle as far as whoever you want. But I just feel like with Goods, me watching him, I just feel like Goods has to punch more. And at the end of the day, man, like, hey, Goods, I would love to see you come outside, man, against a lot of more people. But I know you got other things going on, and it just seemed like, you know what I'm saying, like your main focus is not, it's not battle rap. I almost fell, y'all. You know what I'm saying? So it just kind of seemed like, you know what I'm saying, like your main focus is not battle rap like that. I know you be trying to go out there and prove a point, but then at the end of the day, I really think people want you to just start punching more. I just feel like they probably like want your bars to just hit more stronger. And as far as like, you know, like your swag and, you know what I'm saying, and certain things like that, when it comes to certain things like that, I really feel like a lot of people clown the shit out of Goods, and they tried to get him to the point where they now look at his shit as a gimmick, dog. They now look at his shit as a gimmick. But you could tell when certain people is real about themselves. Sometimes you could tell when people is being fake. I honestly think Goods is really like that. I just feel like he that type of person that's just gonna give you like the smooth type of rap, and then he gonna give you what he give you, and then that's it. But he just gotta just know he might just have to just do a little more. You know what I mean? You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just how I like look at Goods. But I would like to see Goods against Danny. I don't know how Goods, I don't know how seriously Goods and Calico would take their battle seriously, but I would like to see that. I know people saying Goods and Kid Slade, but I don't know about that. I would like to see Goods versus I would like to see Goods just step out his element. You know what I'm saying? Go against like the JCs. You know what I'm saying? The Daylights, dog. The Rum Nitties. I would like to see that. You know what I'm saying? Go against the Avs, and I would honestly like to see him do that, bro. I'm not even gonna hold you. You know what I'm saying? Like, I would just say step out your element, and go against certain battlers like that, because therefore they're able to like see clearly as far as what you can do with your material. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, dog. But salute the Goods, dog. Salute the Goods. Swamp. I would just say, like, at the end of the day, you know what I'm saying, you good. But like I said, if you end up getting Tay-Rock on Summer Madness, dog, hey, I'm going to tell you this right now. You better make sure, you know what I'm saying, you come with it. You know what I'm saying? You did lose this battle against JC pretty clearly, 2-1 clear. But at the end of the day, though, Swamp, you know what I'm saying, you got to come with it against Tay-Rock and Summer Madness. You know what I'm saying? Like it seemed like your attitude was straight or whatever. It seemed like you was good. And I know you was like, you know what I'm saying, you glad this, you know what is over. You glad this tournament is over. And I'm glad it's over. I'm glad it's over for you too, real talk. Because it seemed like you just couldn't wait for it to be over. So you got that off your chest. Your stock rose higher. Don't let people end up calling you at the last minute. Take your battles, you know what I'm saying, like, you know, strategically. And that's all I really got to really say about Swamp. Swamp is good to me. You know what I mean? But other than that, you know what I'm saying, like, this blog was just really about as far as my advice as far as, like, to the battlers that I felt lost and, like, what they should do next. So that's what this blog was about. But this is y'all boy, Battle Rap Chuck, 92. Subscribe to my channel. Subscribe. Gone.